Hello, fight friends. This is Andy Cotterill with MMA.ca here at House of Champions in Stoney Creek, Ontario, with Diana, the Warrior Princess Belbiţă. Diana, thank you for speaking with us today.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me.
I've been wanting to meet up with you for a long time. I've met you a few times just out at different fight events and things, but this is our first time actually speaking. So I know I just asked you a couple questions, but I'm going to ask you to re-say them again. So you are from Romania originally. You met the House of Champions owner and founder, Kru Alin Halmagean, years ago at a fight, and you decided to move to Canada. That must have been a huge decision.
It was a huge decision for me, but was one of the best decisions in my life. And to be honest, I took that decision in such a short notice. Like, I was in some TV shows, long TV shows in Romania, like Survivor, and then I got out of the show and I realized that I have a contract with UFC, and if I will stay in Romania, I will not be able to win fights in UFC because MMA, the level of MMA in Romania, it's pretty low. So I had to make some changes in my life, and I picked the best one, and that's how I end up here in Canada. And I'm saying that was a short notice decision because I decided to move, and 2 weeks later I was already here, moved. I remember I told my mom that, oh, I'm gonna move, and she was like, again, where are you moving? What city? And I was like, actually, I'm moving in Canada. And she was like, no, you cannot do that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, look at me.
So it was a great decision because you're in the UFC now and you're doing well. You've got some good success. Your skills are really excellent. And now you're scheduled to fight Maria Oliveira at UFC 289 in Vancouver on June 10th. So tell me how that fight came about. When you were given her name as a possible opponent, did you know who she was already?
I hoped for that fight. I prayed for this matchup for so long, for more than 1 year, for longer than 1 year, because it's something personal that I have to prove. I really think I won my last fight and the decision was not on my favor. And I want to be the last girl that beat Gloria De Paula, my last opponent. So I called out. I was the first one that called out Maria Oliveira. And after that, she followed on that and still called me out, called me out, called me out. And one day I was like, okay, let's make it official and fight her. So I was so happy when UFC confirmed the fight.
Nice. So some people, when they talk about mixed martial arts, they compare it to a chess match because you might be good at striking, I might be a good grappler, so which one of us can be the better at what we do? What is it about Maria Oliveira that makes you think your skill set matches up with hers, and how do you see yourself winning this fight?
It's not about her. This fight, it's about me more. It's about how I will manage the situation. And I improved a lot in the last time, and I improve every single day because I always work hard and try my best. So this is not about her. I don't think of course, she's a good striker. She knows some grappling, but I don't think she's somewhere better than me. And for sure, she's not mentally better than me because I go in this fight with a different mindset. I don't care if this fight will go to the ground or will be on stand-up. I will do my best, and I'm getting better. I may shoot this time.
Are you a good shooter?
No, I'm a striker. I'm a stand-up fighter, but I work a lot on wrestling lately. So who knows? I may shoot. I may be a wrestler now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, you are in a terrific gym, House of Champions in Stoney Creek. It's world renowned for their fight program. You've got at least 2 UFC training partners here in Kyle Nelson and Mike Malott. Tell me what it's like coming from Romania, where you said the level was not that good, to essentially a world-class gym here with world-class fighters as training partners.
To be honest, when I come here first time, I was like, oh, I'm already a professional fighter. I'm already under the contract with UFC. So I remember it was the sparring day, and of course, I jumped right in the sparring, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna beat all those guys. After 2 rounds, I realized I don't know much about fighting. I realized I don't know how to throw a jab, I don't know how to fight. So I had to start from zero with the footwork and learning how to throw a jab. So the level, if we compare the level of MMA in Romania with the level that is it in his gym right now, it's a huge difference. So that's why I'm so confident right now because I went from nothing, from almost zero, and I come here and I'm working every day and getting better every day.
Tell me what it's like having Kru Alin as a coach.
Kru Alin is not just a coach for me. It's like a father for me. He always takes care of me with absolutely everything. So I can't call him just a coach because he's not just a coach. He's the man that always listens to everything I have to complain about. That he wakes me up in the morning. He makes sure I show up at the gym. I go to run, and he makes sure I'm fine mentally and I'm happy. He always he knows even if I had a bad night and I didn't sleep good. He just sees me in the morning and he's like, "Oh yeah, I see that. Your day is not going great. You didn't sleep good last night."
So you mentioned that he's almost like a father figure to you. Is the rest of House of Champions like a family too?
House of Champions is my family here in Canada. It's the only family that I have, and especially because I don't go out much. I don't meet other people, so all my friends are from this gym. Like this gym is my world at this moment, because I don't meet other people. I don't interact with other people, and I'm good the way I am right now, and I will keep it like that.
Yeah. Well, you're a professional fighter, and you're acting like a professional fighter. I've seen all sorts of fighters across Canada and around the world. Some of them train and live like they're fighters, and some of them it's like something they do on weekends, and they do it like a couple days a week. But in order to be successful, you need to treat it as if you're going to be successful.
You can, if you want to go out on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, and then Monday you'll show up at the gym, you are not going to be a successful professional fighter or a successful athlete in general, because your mind and your body are not there. And being successful and hard work doesn't mean just showing up at the gym. It's important if you are there, if you are mentally there, not just physically. So I want to keep my focus only on training and on what I have to do because it's what I like to do. Then going out every day, I don't know, drinking or whatever, and then showed up at the gym and, oh yeah, I did my job today because I was there. Just being here, just for the pictures, it's not gonna make me better.
Yeah. I think some fighters like just being thought of as a fighter for their Instagram or other things like that.
Those guys are not fighters. If they show up at the gym just for the pictures, they are not fighters. They are friends with the fighters. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah, we all do. So you mentioned, we're talking about this, about you need to be there at the gym, not just for pictures. You mentioned to me just now that you were on some TV shows like a Survivor type in Romania. I'm guessing then that you had some, maybe not notoriety is the right word, but you were really well known in Romania. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm very popular in Romania, and what shocks me every time is that usually kids, when the kids see me, they start crying, and I don't know how to react because I'm not good with the kids. And yeah, I'm pretty popular in Romania, and I like that at the beginning, but after a while, it gets, I get tired. Every time when I can't go out and spend just time, like a chill time out, because there are a lot of people, like I can go and eat out, because every time somebody is like, oh, let's take a picture, and I feel bad to say no. I never say no to a picture.
Well, you kind of have the best of both worlds, don't you? Because you can go to Romania, you can be with your family, you can be out in public, and you can have pictures taken all the time. And then you come to Canada, and it's not that you're not well known, but you're not having, mobs of people chasing after you here.
I love the peace I have here. Nobody bothers me, nobody knows me, so I really love the peace that's here. And I'm that kind of person that just put the pajamas on and go to the store. So I don't always dress up, put the makeup on. So I'm good. I love here.
Yeah. So you've got your UFC fight coming up. Assuming you're successful and you have got more UFC fights, there might come a time where your popularity here grows to match that in Romania. Is that something you've ever thought about, or not really worried about it?
I'm a little bit scared of that, to be honest, because that's why I usually don't do a lot of interviews. I don't go in podcasts if I don't have something to say, because I feel like I need to keep my peace at the level that is right now. I don't chase to be famous. If I will be famous one day here, that's okay. It's fine. I'm okay with that. But to be honest, I'm good with the piece I have right now, and I like to stay a little bit covered and unknown.
Well, I think you're in the right place too, because Canada in general treats celebrities a lot different than even the United States. Like some people elsewhere in the world might think that Canada and the US are the same thing sometimes. I know I was in Turkey once, and I was buying something at a little store, and the man from Turkey said, "You're American?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm Canadian." He goes, "American?" I said, "No, Canadian." He goes, "Oh, same thing." It's not the same thing. Like, we can have very famous people walk downtown, like Adam Sandler walk around downtown Toronto, and people leave him alone. So even if you become very famous, like arguably the most famous mixed martial artist from Canada, George St. Pierre, he doesn't get mobbed. Like, people are happy to see him, and they walk up and they smile and say hi, but they leave him alone. So you're in a good spot.
Yeah, I love that. I love that about Canada. And you are right. I have some people that always, oh, you moved to the States, and I'm like, I'm not living in the States right now. I'm living in Canada. Yeah, you are living in the States. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that about Canada. I feel like it's a peaceful place, and I love it.
So long term, how long can you stay here? You're a Romanian citizen. Are you going to be in Canada forever, or is there like a time limit? How long can you be here?
I want to move here forever. I already have 3-4 years since I come here for the first time, and I loved it. I love to be here for the even first day when I was here. I said like, okay, maybe I will move here, and I want to have a future here. First of all, I'm working on my paperwork, so soon I hope I will be Canadian, and perform like an athlete Canadian.
Well, whenever we talk about immigration, people moving to one country, especially Canada, we always say we want the best of the best, and I think we'd be really lucky to have you as a citizen.
Thank you, and I think the same. I don't see what's wrong. What will be wrong with me? Why not? Because I try my best. I'm not a bad person. I feel like my energy is pretty good. I'm not a hater, so I don't see the problem.
Nice. Okay, Diana, well, UFC 289, June 10th, Vancouver at the Rogers Centre. We wish you the best of luck, and we hope you kick some butt. And you said it's all about you, it's not about her, so I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, fight friends, there you go. Diana Belbiţă fighting June 10th, UFC 289.